Hey guys, what's going on? So today we are checking out Sura. I'm just gonna call him Sura. Shura's easier. I'm gonna call him Shura, okay? This is one of the new 4-star Astromons that they introduced in the last update. There are all 5 different elements of him. So without further ado, let's get started. We're taking a look at the fire one right now. He has kind of an interesting skill set here. His 3-star skill charges his SP bar by 20, and then his 5-star skill heals his allies by 20%. And this is based off their HP, not his HP, which is good because he is an attacker. He's not going to have all that much natural HP. But it is a little bit weird still that he's going to be sort of a side healer and an attacker. I guess with powerful enough gems, you could pull it off as a DPS and a healer. I guess. I'm not too sure. But at Evo 3 level 40, his stats look pretty amazing. 2000 attack, 1300 defense, 1400 HP. So pretty decent natural stats there. He has a pretty good leader skill as well. Critical hit rate. I'm using my Dark Sura with the same leader skill a lot for her leader skill. But yeah, so basically I built him like you would build a DPS and kind of just count his 3 and 5-star skill as bonuses. I mean, ultimately you always have to build your Astromon how you want to use him. I'm just saying what I sort of recommend or what I would do. So it's all personal preference, and of course you should make your own decisions. So what I'm typically doing with DPS or attackers in general is a main focus on attack, of course, and a little focus on survivability as well. So for him, I'd probably go attack, defense, or HP, like I kind of do with all attackers. Since he has nothing that needs criticals to work, I wouldn't give him a crit gem, and I'd probably be leaning more towards HP since his active skill will heal 20% of his own HP as well. So yeah, I'd probably go attack, HP, and then probably a survivability set. So probably resist in his case, because resist is so important. So yeah, resist set, attack, HP. That's just what I would do. Up to you if you want to listen to that or not. So now we're taking a look at the water Shura. He looks kind of angry. So this guy is a tank that needs critical. That's always kind of a bad sign to me, because if you need to dedicate at least 1 slot to critical and maybe even a set to critical and then it's a tank, that's just kind of weird. But his 3-star skill is a 100% chance to stun for 2 turns if you can land that critical. So that totally makes it worth it. This guy is freaking crazy op. I don't think any Astromon in the game has this powerful of a skill on its normal attack. 2 turns, 100% chance. You just need to get that critical to 100, even if you have to use 2 slots for that. Definitely needs a square if you're going to use him, else his 3-star skill would be kind of useless. But freaking crazy overpowered, especially in Astromon League. And then his 5-star skill is just pretty normal. It just increases damage up by 40. And even as a tank, he should be dealing decent damage since he should be criticaling 100% of the time, since you honestly should try and get that critical to as close to 100 as possible. If that means getting a crit rate gem to plus 15, getting the intuition set, so the crit rate set, then by all means you have to do that to use this guy. I mean, you don't have to get 100% crit rate, but you should get as close as you possibly can. And if you only need 1 crit rate gem, I'd probably go HP and attack. So crit rate, HP, attack. Some may disagree with this because he's a tank, you should just go HP, crit rate. But I would just think it's such a shame to have all that crit rate and nothing to back it up. You know, he will have 1300 base attack at level 40 Evo 3, and it's a decent amount of attack, but it needs to be boosted a bit so he does some damage as well. But I mean, it's totally up to you. If you are solely going to be using him for Astromon League, then maybe you do want to go HP, crit rate, and the intuition set if you don't have good enough substats. Otherwise, go for the HP set if you do have good enough substats. But personally, I would like to take a little bit more advantage of that crit rate and throw an attack gem in there as well. But overall, very, very powerful Astromon here. 100% chance. 2 turns. Just need that critical. Damn. Okay, we're going to be moving on to the wood one now. Oh, this guy has seal. 70% chance, seal the enemy for 2 turns. This is the first natural 4-star Astromon that does have seal, and it's on his 3-star skill, so that's pretty amazing as well. And a pretty decent sap here as well, 80% chance, 1 sap for 2 turns. That's not bad, it is AoE. I think I would still prefer a sap like Yuki's where it's 60%, 2 turns, 2 saps. Because even though it is a little bit lower, it is 2 saps, so actually it's kind of a higher percent chance to at least land 1 of them. But yeah, Seal, this is definitely another Astromon League unit because Seal doesn't work on bosses, but then Sap isn't all that great for Astromon League. But just for the Seal, I'd say he's a really good Astromon League unit. He is a defender, so naturally I'd go mostly defense for this guy. He does have a ton of defense just at level 40 Evo 3, so I definitely take advantage of that. In his case, I would either go defense HP resist or defense HP resist set and try and get some resist substats as well. Resist is always important. I know I don't say that enough, but it is. But yeah, overall, also a pretty good unit. Seal can be extremely powerful. It is a little bit lower chance than, I think, Nightmares, but still, he's a natural 4-star, you can't forget that. Alright, anyway, moving on to Light Shura now. He looks like very much healing. 100% chance, 10% of allies HP. Okay, so he's definitely a full-fledged healer. Wow, this guy is actually really good. I would say he definitely can be used as a main healer. Like, even though his active skill doesn't heal, 10 and 20%, that's actually kind of a lot when you have more tanky units. And this is another thing that doesn't depend on recovery, which is one reason why I'm not really a fan of the recovery down and stuff, because a lot of the units by now go on percentage of their own HP or the allies' HP when healing. It's just the healers that heal on their active skill that really are affected by that. But yeah, he can definitely be used as a solo healer in my opinion, if you're bringing a more defensive team like defense aggressors or tanks or defenders, and I would probably gym him rather defensive as well. It doesn't look like he's really meant to be doing too much damage, and you know, if your main healer dies, you're gonna be kind of in a bad spot. So I definitely give him a defense and an HP, and I'm not totally sure if he counts as a healer, because I'm pretty sure light and dark healers have 30% resist instead of 20% crit rate, but I'm not sure if he would count as that. So if he has 0% resist, I would probably give him an entire gym for resist, because if he's not attacking, he's not healing the rest of your team, so he's going to be kind of a staple there. If I were to get very lucky with resist substats, then I may forego the resist gym and get the resist set instead, but making sure he's always available to attack. So I would recommend at least try and get around 50% resist on him, whether that's through the set and substats or an entire gym. That's just what I recommend. But overall, very good unit. He is a natural 4-star light Astromon though, so only chance to get him is through a light dark egg, and good luck with that. Gonna be moving on to the Dark Shura now. He has HP Siphon on his 3-star skill. Ooh, I like HP Siphon on a dark unit with a hunter 5-star. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. This is like a perfect unit. Jeez. So he won't be getting his active skill as fast as like Dark Katito or Light Jack or whatever, but he can keep himself alive so easily. If he doesn't get one shot, he'll probably heal himself completely full when he's gymmed right. And the hunter 5-star, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So dark units have a natural 100% crit damage, and with the hunter that's going to be bumped up to 150. So you'll definitely need to get his crit rate as close to 100 as possible, which means either getting a very powerful crit rate gym, or a still powerful crit rate gym but also the intuition set if you don't have enough crit rate, and also probably some good crit substats. Just basically get it as high as you can. And if you want to be on the safer side, also give him an HP gym and then an attack to wrap it off. But if you want full damage, you gotta go attack, crit rate, ruin set. But if you don't have enough crit rate, go for the intuition set, because landing the criticals is more important than the criticals being a bit stronger. This guy is freaking amazing. I think he is the best dark unit, maybe besides some natural 5-stars, but Jesus Christ, the damage potential there is insane. I mean, it's about as good as a lot of the other dark units, but he can heal himself. He has HP Siphon, depending on how much damage he's doing, and he's going to be doing so much damage, which means he's going to be invincible as long as he doesn't get one shot. Sorry for getting a little bit too hyped out there, but Jesus Christ, this is a freaking amazing unit right here. Can you imagine a team with this guy, Dark Gatito, Dark Mandragora, and maybe Dark Hunter, all using their actives on a single enemy? Jesus Christ, that would, well, it would be a lot of damage. I don't really know what else to say about that. And a full dark team might be interesting. Oh man, even though I have so many DPS units right now, he is definitely on my wish list. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about him. And I think all of the Shuras are actually good. Best one in my opinion has to be the dark one. That's just too cool. But also light is a really good healer. Fire is a little bit weird, but I can definitely see the usefulness there. Water is freaking op for Astromon League with its 2-turn stun. And wood is also quite nice with its seal. But yeah, that's the Shuras. If anyone has pulled a dark one, I am extremely jealous and I kinda hate you. But enjoy him. What do you guys think about them in general? What do you think is the best one? Tell me down in the comments below. But that's gonna have to do it for today. Make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. Thanks as always for watching. And until next time.